watching out. For you, this is NewsWatch 12 at 4.
Our Stormwatch 12 team is tracking another storm system moving in right now, expected to bring rain through most of the region over the next couple of days. The rain will be welcomed after worsening drought in our region with this week's recent update on the drought monitor. Thank you for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 4. I'm Tim Quidadamo. We're joined with Stormwatch 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman over in the Weather Center. Matt, you have the latest on this drought situation and the wet weather to end the work week. What can we expect heading into tonight?
Well, we are starting to see an uptick in shower activity, and that will continue as we head into this evening and tonight. More widespread showers and some thunderstorms in the mix as well. Definitely cooler today. We're in the 70s in Medford, Wairika, Klamath Falls. Some pretty gusty conditions on the east side. Winds have picked up across the region, but in Lake County, we still have a red flag warning in place until 8 o'clock tonight. Combination of gusty winds, very low humidity. Fires can spread very quick in those conditions. Now let's go to the radar. Notice in the last hour or so, starting to see a little bit more shower activity picking up in eastern Jackson County, east of Medford. Also some showers up Highway 97 towards Chemult, and a radar even detecting a flash of lightning. So there will be the potential for more showers and storms, especially as we head through Jackson, Klamath, and then down into Siskiyou County as we move into this evening and tonight. Also shower activity picking up along the coast, and really the west side will see more in the way of showers as well through the overnight. Last week we had quite a bit of moderate drought in the region, but look at this week's update to the drought monitor. That drought worsening, severe drought now through most of Jackson County into portions of Klamath, Siskiyou, and Josephine County. So this rain is going to be much needed. It's just starting to move on in. Winds gusty out ahead of it, and we'll see much more widespread wet weather as we head into tomorrow. Tonight, we'll start to see that shower and thunderstorm activity picking up, especially near and west of the Cascades. And then as we go through tonight, this is going to be the main focus for thunderstorms, mainly from Siskiyou County up through Jackson and Klamath County. Although as we head into the early morning hours, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some storms near the coast as well. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, unseasonably cool. It's going to feel like fall out there, and have that umbrella handy. Showers will be widespread. Some thunderstorms will be in the mix as well, and some of those downpours could be on the heavier side. We'll talk much more about how things play out with the rain and the storms, and also how much rain we can expect across the region. That's all coming up in just a bit. Tim?
Thank you, Matt. On to the fire watch. A 2-alarm vegetation fire north of Merlin was stopped at half an acre this afternoon. Rural Metro Fire says the blaze caused minor damage to several storage containers. RMF and the Oregon Department of Forestry have mopped up that grass fire completely. NewsWatch 12 showed up to the scene of this fire, but was shooed away by the property owner. So right now you're looking at photos posted on the Rural Metro Fire Facebook page. RMF says the fire appeared to start near outdoor electrical equipment, but the cause of the fire is still officially under investigation. And new at 4, CAL FIRE Siskiyou unit is working on a vegetation fire near the Scott Bar Mill Creek drainage area of the Klamath National Forest. CAL FIRE says both ground and air resources have been dispatched to what is called the Chipmunk Fire. There's no reported acreage just yet, but we will continue following the Chipmunk Fire and give you updates both on air and online as soon as they come in. And fire agencies successfully contained a residential barn fire that we first told you about yesterday on NewsWatch 12 at 4. CAL FIRE says the residential barn fire that spread to nearby vegetation was stopped at 1.5 acres. A large aircraft was dispatched at the start of the fire, and no evacuations were issued by the Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office. Fire officials remained on scene after containment for heavy mop-up efforts. And also in Siskiyou County is the Boise fire, now measured at more than 12,800 acres. The U.S. Forest Service says the Boise fire is now 28% contained. That's a 16% increase in containment from yesterday's update. The Forest Service adding that the fire spread down to the Black Mountain Road area, but firefighters are patrolling any spread near structures. And coming up later this hour, we'll have updates on the Diamond Complex and Middle Fork fires for you. In the meantime, download the NewsWatch 12 app if you haven't already for all of the latest fire season information, and be sure to sign up for our push alerts. Onto the crime watch. Medford police arrested the suspect involved in an attempted robbery of a Dutch Bros coffee stand. 34-year-old Raymond Mathis is under arrest after a reported armed robbery at a Dutch Bros on the corner of Crater Lake Ave and Whittle Ave. He's charged with robbery, among other charges. Police say Mathis rode an electric scooter to the window and pointed a handgun at the employee. The barista was able to close the door and duck for cover while calling the police. Mathis then fled the scene. He was arrested the next day after the robbery when police spotted him on the same electric scooter. Onto some NewsWatch 12 exclusive community impact stories. An upcoming construction project in Central Point is set to add sidewalks, bus lanes, and bus stops to West Pine Lane. Homeowners on the street have some concerns about the project, but they say they're looking forward to a potentially safer roadway. NewsWatch 12's Leave Column joins us live on West Pine Street now. Also, NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker joins us live in Gold Hill. He'll give us an update on the Gold Hill City Council. But first, we'll start with Leave, who went around the neighborhood in Central Point to talk about this project. Leave, what changes can community members expect to see?
Well, Tim, I want you to take a look at this roadway. May Richardson Elementary. It marks the end of this sidewalk, bridging the divide between downtown Central Point and West Pine Street. But past that, there isn't anything between homes and the roadway. Now, this project is setting out to change that. Take a look. The project is being funded federally with cooperation from ODOT. It's set to bring new sidewalks to West Pine Street in an area where there aren't any. It would also bring bike lanes and bus stops to the area. Homeowners told me today the street gets a lot of foot and bike traffic due to the nearby elementary school and parks. Brandy McCarthy says she's all for a new sidewalk, which she says would keep her family safe.
Luckily, nobody's gotten hit any time in the recent past here, but it can happen, and people do treat this road like a freeway. Generally, I think it's 35, but people generally go about 55, 60 through here until they hit that school zone.
McCarthy isn't thrilled about all of the project, though. She said surveyors told her sidewalk construction would cut 22 feet into her driveway. In a Facebook post, the city of Central Point said they would need a construction easement from each property owner on the street. Certain properties, like McCarthy's, might also need a slope easement to account for the grade difference between the street and driveway. Now, I reached out to the construction manager for the city of Central Point for this story, and I'm still waiting to hear back. Coming up on NewsWatch 12 at 5, we'll look at some additional concerns that homeowners in the area have with this project. Live in Central Point, Leave Column, NewsWatch 12.
Leave, thank you. In another NewsWatch 12 exclusive, a former Gold Hill city councilor is speaking out about why she decided to step back from her role with the city. The city councilor was removed from her seat by the city council on Tuesday after not going to meetings for 60 days, enough time for the city code to consider it vacating her spot. NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker joins us live in Gold Hill following this story today. Rocky, why did the city councilor say that she wanted to walk away from her position?
Well, Tim, Janet Wilson told me bullying, retaliation, aggression in the workplace, bad faith actions of the city manager, as well as attempts for the city manager to gain more power. She says these are the main reasons that she decided to step back from her role on the city council.
Donated my time for 6 years now, and I just is at the point where it's like, if I can't make a difference, then there's no point in me even trying anymore.
She says she left her position without an official resignation because Wilson says she saw and dealt with bullying from the city manager, Lily Morgan, since she started her position. Wilson tells me she brought the actions and behavior to the city council, and instead of addressing the problem, they punished the employee that told Wilson of the work environment. She said enough time of feeling helpless made her vacate the seat.
Councilor Stancliffe?
Here.
Councilor Martin?
Here.
Councilor Rigney?
Here.
Councilor Berggren?
Here.
Councilor Wilson? Not present.
I have had confrontations with her since she started, and her aggressive and bullying nature was I just didn't understand why she needed to treat people the way she does, not only council members, but she treats her staff badly as well.
I spoke to Morgan regarding these allegations, and she said she worked to have regular one-on-one meetings with city councilors for guidance on the direction of her leadership. She said Wilson didn't speak with her in that capacity. Bullying and aggression and retaliation kind of behaviors, I guess it's there. Has any of that been brought up to you?
I can't comment on that.
She emphasized, though, that she does not have a say in the decision for Wilson's seat to be vacated, saying it's a part of the city charter and was decided by city councilors. Stay tuned to NewsWatch 12 at 5 to hear from Morgan the reasons that she says was the straw that broke the camel's back for her leaving her seat and the city council, as well as to hear from one of her former colleagues on the city council. But until then, live in Gold Hill, Rocky Walker, NewsWatch 12.
Rocky, thank you. Another community impact story. Today, Oregon OSHA says it has fined a Medford roofing company more than $100,000. OSHA says the fines are for not protecting its workers. The Oregon Department of Consumer and Business Services says Jam Construction did not put in protection systems to help prevent employees from falling as much as 13 feet to the ground. A news release sent to NewsWatch 12 says OSHA fined the company after inspecting a job site in Central Point. And in about an hour, Medford School District is welcoming back elementary school students with a bunch of open houses. Every elementary school across the district is hoping open houses tonight. 12 of the 14 schools have theirs between 5 and 7 o'clock. Oak Grove Elementary is having their open house right now until 6 o'clock, and Jacksonville Elementary is holding an ice cream social tonight from 5:30 to 6:30. NewsWatch 12 spoke with Washington Elementary's principal, who is just overflowing with excitement.
There's less fear. The kids are excited. They want to see what they're going to be doing, and they do want to see their rooms, but most importantly, everybody wants to know the first day is going to be just fine, and they're going to be comfortable, and they're going to have fun.
The school district puts this event on to help ease students into the school year. Kids can meet their teachers and classmates while being in their new classroom. Parents can talk with teachers and get to know the person that will be taking care of their child for the next 9 months. Meanwhile, Klamath County School District is getting to show off some of the renovations and updates to school buildings that took place over the summer. The school district says campuses are officially ready for students. The projects including a new gymnasium for Bonanza schools, new flooring and entryways and common areas, hallways at Mazama High School, new air conditioning and gymnasium bleachers at Henley High School, and a whole lot more.